Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. And I was kind of thinking of whether or deciding whether I want to make this video or not, but I'm just so pissed off and enraged. So here we go. I am making the video, and this video is about this stupid boxing match between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. Because a lot of people, I'm sure, grew up with Mike Tyson's boxing matches and couldn't wait to see another match until his last match when he bit Evander Holyfield's ear. um, that literally blasted him out of boxing and just destroyed his career completely. But when I heard that he's gonna be back, it was like, to me, it was like, okay, man, maybe he's gonna have like a very, very aggressive match. So maybe there's still something left. Even though I was like, isn't this guy very old by now? So I just checked how old he was, and he was like 58 years old. So I'm thinking in my head, okay, man, this may not be a good idea. And I kind of checked the other guy. The other guy is, he's not, Jake Paul is not really a professional boxer. I wouldn't even say he's an amateur boxer either. So to me, something was kind of fishy. And, when you kind of look at these, kind of setup matches from other boxers before, and I will mention that I have watched a lot of the Mayweather matches, and I would say, unfortunately, a lot of them were, set up in advance for Mayweather to win. And it was always about the money, of course. And I was thinking about that, and I said, okay, maybe there's a chance that it was going to be a setup, maybe not. But, I said, let me try to watch this. And literally, right before the match, I saw a video of Mike Tyson at 16 and Jake Paul at 16. So this video has exploded all over internet, and you can see the difference. I'm sorry, but Jake Paul is dancing like a little girl, where you see on the Mike Tyson video, you see this animal monster ready to just destroy and keep boxing to get to the biggest titles he can in boxing, and he almost managed to do that. So look at this guy. He's just dancing like a girl. I mean, I literally want to cry. So I said to myself, well, that would be an interesting match. So let's see if we can watch this match, I guess. And I did watch the preview matches, and there was a match of two ladies before the main event of Tyson and Jake Paul, and they fought. I believe it was like 10 or 12 rounds, and these women, they seriously fought for a title. One of the ladies were she was defending her title. So the match was between Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. Katie Taylor is an Irish boxer who was she was defending her title, and Serrano is a Puerto Rican. And they fought like I've never seen women fight like that. And Serrano actually had a busted eyebrow that I think it happened towards the middle of the fight when Katie Taylor did an illegal headbutt, and I think she did that 3 times. The judge should have called it. but he didn't. And her brow, I mean her eyebrow right here was opened so badly that they kept on trying to kind of keep it before every round, but it just kept on opening more and more. So, um, even with that injury, Serrano just she didn't give up. She just kept on fighting, and I just got hyped. It was like, man, this is crazy. And I don't really like watching um those kind of type of physical um sports. I haven't watched a boxing match in many years, but besides the part of this, this kind of physical thing with the brow, the match was crazy. Serrano was very good at with her attacks and her boxing skills, and I thought she was gonna win. In the unofficial score towards the end of the match was that she was supposed to win, but then she didn't. It was like 1 point score. The judges gave 1 point score to Katie Taylor, defending her title, and something was off there too. I think something wasn't right. She shouldn't have won, especially with Serrano's fighting skills and the points that she gathered through the rounds. But anyway, the next in line was actually the Mike Tyson's fight against Jake Paul, and they were showing right before the match. Actually, they were showing videos, which you can see here, of Mike Tyson's fight when he was on the top of his career back in the 90s. And you could see this guy. I remember him like within the within the first or second rounds. This guy was just like a freaking train. He would just knock his opponents out in a heartbeat. And big or small, fast or slow, they were just kissing the ground, and they would kiss the floor, and they would just not be able to get up. And remember, he holds the title of the um, youngest champion at 20 years old and something, 20 years old in some months. Um, I mean, he was just insane. His hands were like hammers. So he was crazy good. And I was, of course, very young at the time, but I remember, some of his fights. I didn't watch those fights at the time, but later through the years, I've seen some of his stuff. So I do remember the last fights that he had, and I mean, again, he was just like a train, like an animal that comes with this huge power in his hands, and you would not want to be in front of him because you're going to lose. And yeah, I mean, it's just a beautiful boxing career until the Holyfield match. So anyway, we get to the point where the match is going to the match is about to start, and we can see from the info before the match where Jake Paul is 27 years old, Mike Tyson is 58. I mean, more than double his age. Jake Paul is taller. He's 6 feet and 1 inch versus 5'10" on Mike Tyson's side. Weight is almost the same, about 228 pounds. And the one thing that's very significant actually is his hands reach. So because Jake Paul being so tall, actually his hands are much longer. So he has a 76-inch reach, where Mike Tyson's is 71. So I mean that would make an effect depending on the fighter, but I guess it wasn't anything significant that I kind of thought about. Wasn't really thinking about it anyway, but I just saw it when it came out, and the officials got together. So we had the stupid presentation of the Jake Paul coming on the on this customized truck. The strange thing is it almost kind of looks like two kind of bling bling thing, almost almost like what I remember when I used to like I've seen Mayweather's matches, when he would come into before the match and to the boxing ring, and again, it's just very very stupid. Then we see Mike Tyson, and the main difference, like what you would see between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, Jake Paul came with entourage with his brother, this and that, where Mike Tyson just came by himself. I thought it was kind of weird. I don't know, some my friends also saw this and they were like, "Well, yeah, this is kind of strange." But anyway, so he came in, and everybody's thinking, okay, is this match going to be a theater, like a kind of a show, a setup show where they just show they're going to give us a show for the money or not? Of course, I'm thinking, well, in my head, I'm thinking, I told everyone, this guy's too old for to be boxing. He may still have the power in him, but I don't believe that he's actually going to show it. Um, the only reason that he will be allowed to show it, if, of course, if the match wasn't set up. And the match starts, and immediately you see this kind of weird. Um, Jake Paul starts moving in weird patterns, and then Mike Tyson, and it's almost like they're moving in these this defensive patterns where they're literally, I'm telling you, literally, they're afraid to hit each other. And here we go. This is the first round. Jake Paul Jake Paul is trying to attack, but it's not really doing it. And the first two rounds, you would see Mike Tyson attacking, but the stupid thing is, Mike Tyson looked almost like he wasn't really actively physically moving. He was just in defensive mode, and just like a, I don't know, like a robot just trying to move around, and not, no action. So, everything usually would normally would happen, around the first or second match where he would knock out his opponent. So we did see some action in the first and second, but oh my god, it's just, there's nothing really going on. You see Mike Tyson just kind of, releasing some hooks here and there. And of course, the acting has to be pretty good, because you don't want people to realize that you guys have, made an agreement. And the agreement is, is for the money. So I've seen some stuff online, because again, now pretty much, the whole internet has exploded, um, with the statements that this match was a setup. It wasn't a real match, and I completely agree. And upon checking online, actually, no one released or Netflix, or nor the promoters released the actual pay amount of those two guys. But according to Forbes, Jake Paul made about 45 million in 22. So possibly maybe he made something in the range of between 20 and 40 million dollars from this match, where the rumors are that Tyson probably made around 20 million dollars from the match. So at the um, second round, we start to see where Tyson is actually not. He's kind of becoming very tight, almost, and he stops moving. I believe by that time we should have seen something, but we didn't. He just started sitting in one place almost. I mean, from time to time he would kind of jump, but he almost like he would sometimes forget about it, and you would see Jake Paul literally dropping his hands down, and I mean he just started making fun of Mike Tyson. That's technically what happened. So I just started crying. I mean, not literally, but it was like, oh my god, this is kind of the thing that I thought that it would be, but the thing that I didn't want it to be. And oh my god, yeah. And the other thing is, uh, Mike Tyson actually started chewing up his own glove box, his left glove box, which at the end of the match, the uh, commentator with the microphone was asking him about too. So it was just some weird stuff. And I don't know if you guys saw on the previous day, I believe it was, Mike Tyson's son had an interview with him where Mike Tyson walked out after. Um, it was like a very short interview, and Mike Tyson walked out. And I don't know why, but the camera showed the back of Mike Tyson, and he was walking away with his butt, his back, or his behind, or his ass completely naked. Um, that video has also exploded and hit the internet now. So what is going on here? I'm not sure, but it's just this whole thing got, it started weird and it kept on going from weird to weird to weirder. Um, and if you remember the previous day when they weighed the two boxers, Mike Tyson slapped Jake Paul. That I believe that was also some kind of a weird setup too, to kind of get the hype going for the match. So everything was pretty much very very stupid theatrics, and of course, don't forget that Jake Paul's boxing pants, cost, I think it was like $1 million or more, because he has 380 carats of diamonds attached to those pants. So he better not lose any diamonds, I guess. I didn't see any dropping during the match. So third round, um, Jake Paul is pretty much making fun of Mike Tyson. His hands are down, and there is nothing really literally going on. And this is so it's third round, fourth round, five, fifth, sixth, seven, it's 8 rounds. Literally, it just went from from the third round on, this match just went from some kind of a boxing match to a like a complete farce. It was a disgusting, disgraceful theatrics. Uh, no moves, no major moves. At some point, Jake Paul, I think, landed three left hooks into Mike Tyson's head, and he didn't even move. And I barely waited till the end. Actually, I thought that this was going to be probably erased from Netflix, but they ended up actually it's on the list now, and I'm kind of watching it now again so I can make this video. But yeah, it was just very funny, and I see some of the repeats here from like some of the rounds, and they show how Jake Paul is just not he's not able to hit Mike Tyson, and Mike Tyson is not even moving in some of those hits. So I'm sorry, Jake Paul, but you're not a boxer. You shouldn't be there. And if you want to claim that you're a boxer, you need to first become an amateur, and then you need to get into professional boxing. And we need to see you box someone who has titles and who is actually a talented boxer. And the match has to be a fair and not in advance setup match for you to win. So you guys, you can make money, you can pay off the opponent. Please, if you do want to, make a name for yourself as a professional boxer, I guess you're not. I don't know if you've claimed or not, but I'm sorry, Jake Paul. When people see your 16-year-old video and then they see you now, you are a complete farce, a complete joke. It's actually pretty disgusting that people would think that they can become from YouTube girl dancing the sensations to professional boxers. And I'm sorry, but beating Mike Tyson on a fake match that was set up in advance for you guys to make money, it's it's a very very big low for anyone. You're probably at the lowest point you can be. I know you're making money off of it. We don't like. I'm sure people don't really care about your money. They care that you're a disgusting human being at this point, and that's all I can say. I don't know where we're going in 2024, but this is one of these events that it's just not going to be it's not going to be left in history as a as something significant that could be given as an example. Anyway, I guess um I mean I guess that's the way it is. We just saw something very stupid and sick and ugly, and of course Jake Paul won it at the end with points, blah blah blah. But sorry, it wasn't even a win. It was just the greatest theatrics of 2024. Um, I guess we can nominate them for, or we can place him for an Oscar nomination of the best sports movie of the year, or maybe the best action movie of the year. Yeah, after all, we have about 2 3 months, or I think in February, are going to be the Oscar ceremony, so we can literally place this boxing match, for an Oscar nomination right now. Yeah, unfortunately, that's the way this match happened. I Actually, I'm having a hard time finding stupid words or bad words enough to describe this because I don't want to curse here. But it's, if you guys missed the match, please don't watch it. It's a waste of time. If you did watch it, please share your opinions in the comments below. And I already shared mine. I have nothing else to say. I believe we have hit just a new low in boxing, and yeah, the level has been dropped, and it has been dropped a long distance downwards. So I will see you in the next one. Please hit those like and subscribe buttons, and thanks for watching, guys, again.